Hello, all of the lovely people out there. I hope all is well with you guys. Welcome back to the Mother Teresa channel, new and old. If you are new, this is an astrology-based channel. I really just am a vessel for the messages that are coming through from the divine, right? Our highest self, our highest version of ourself, the extensions that we are of God, right? So you're here, know that there was no coincidence in you being brought here. I hope that the message finds you well, whatever it is that you are here to listen to, be it in matters of heart, career, finances, spirituality, or those that are in your external environment and the energies that may be coming to you this week. May it find you well. And if it resonates, definitely do subscribe. Share this with your friends and family. Maybe you were to serve as the next messenger to give unto somebody else that needs the message, right? When you come upon it, who knows? But yeah, and definitely converse with me in the comment section below if you want to let me know what's going on. If you simply just want to say thank you for what does come through and what does resonate with you, I'm open to conversing. I'm always open to that. But for those that have been following astrology for a while, then do know that this is for your sun, moon, rising, midheaven, and or Venus. Now we are comprised of all 12 signs, and you have this placement more often than not within your own personal natal chart. So it doesn't have to be your sun sign in Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. You may have an 8th house placement, or you may have a chart that lacks Earth in your natal chart, and so that means that you lack the ability to stay grounded, down to earth, really, right? You lack that. You might be too much in the air, you might be too passionate and too career focused, and so other factors are driving you. And so this is just a gentle reminder to tap into this energy through your own self-awareness. All right, so let's get into it. It is Virgo season. Happy birthday to you, Virgos. I hope everything's been going well for you guys, that you've been enjoying yourselves in the month. Did not mean to do that. These are the energies that are going to come through for the 26th through the 1st, okay? You guys have 3 cards that wanted to come out. You have the 3 of Cups with the Tower and the Justice card here. So some of you guys have gotten a rude awakening here, and I'm just saying rude awakening because the Tower card is ruled by the planet Mars. And you know, Mars is the planet that involves war, right? Concepts of war and just how you defend yourself when needed, how you go about moving throughout the universe, or just moving throughout your surroundings, your external environment. Here. So something is completely electrifying for you. Some of you guys have been just shell-shocked is what I'm hearing about a situation. And with this Justice card, it's warranted. So some of you guys are falling into, in matters of the heart, you're falling into or more deeply in love with someone, and it is shocking for you because you didn't believe that it was something that you deserved, right? Something that just hasn't felt right for you in other partnerships, and so you started to lose hope in you ever being able to experience something that was so fulfilling on a soul level. And if this isn't in matters of the heart, then it can be about what you're doing that just feeds your spirit, right? And walking in your purpose, or doing things that you are really passionate about. And for others of you, this is on the other end of the spectrum. You thought you found your twin flame, you thought you found your soulmate, boom, Tower strikes you. Something happens that completely catches you off guard, but it was inevitable because there's something better on the horizon for you, or because they didn't fully appreciate or weren't vulnerable enough to expose themselves in their heart and wear their heart on their sleeve to allow for this great love to happen. And so the universe had to intervene by way of sending an electric shockwave, right? Lightning struck the Tower, and you had to move away from the situation and get your just due somewhere else. But in you walking away, they are getting their just due as well. It's again a reckoning or an awakening, a rude awakening for somebody, that if you don't appreciate what you have, it can very well be taken away from you. I've been listening to a lot of sermons, especially through Transformation Church. I'm not sure if any of you guys watch Michael Todd and his sermons, but I was watching the Marked series, and he talks about the story of David and Goliath, and how David came to be the one who grew into power and was the one to reign, and have everlasting grace and favor from God, because he was obedient to the word and did what most people feel they are too good to do, right? He really played the role of the servant. And you have to understand that as you also come into leadership, which is like power, the idea of power, which is what controls Mars, right? The planet of Mars. You can't be dealing with a Scorpio, somebody that has heavy placements, right? And you think about that archetype and what they gravitate towards. That's what I'm getting, okay? And what you're gravitating towards, and the power that you want to have over people or over the things that you're doing. So David, in that situation, was very subservient, and he never did anything from ego, right? He just did it because it was the right thing to do, because he was being obedient to the word and the instructions provided to him, okay? As opposed to Saul, who was given certain instructions by God to do a certain thing and lead people into, lead people into victory, but he was to shepherd people into a certain area, and he failed to do so. And so he lost his blessing, and it was instead given unto David. So that's kind of the situation that I'm trying to bring up with these cards that are coming out for you Virgos. If somebody that you gave so much of yourself to, and you just gave so freely of your love to, it was very unconditional in the way that you were giving it unto them. If they were just doing it to siphon your energy here, because they know that you are a light being. They know that you are very selfless, and much like a moth to a flame, you will attract a lot of people, and not everybody that comes into your life, though they may seem to be masked with good intentions, mean you well. And so those people that have tried to come in and bring harm into your life, or just their own toxic ways, and torment you, will be tormented instead, right? It's going to completely backfire here with this energy that's intervening. All right. This is also you just living and walking in unwavering faith and understanding that justice will be served eventually for you. Like, it's inevitable that good things will come, especially if you've been walking in a period where things haven't been so good, or they haven't felt good from an emotional standpoint. Okay, things will turn around. You will be blessed 10 times over for it. It is your birthday season, so those blessings are coming in. People are showering you with love, which may shock you. But they see that you have been trying to do better with that justice card, right? Trying to live that straight and narrow path and walk that path of righteousness with the justice card. And they're going to be celebrating you for that. Also with the fact that it is your birthday season and you just being showered with love for that reason. But it surprises you the many people that come in droves to kind of say that happy birthday, or that want to spend time with you, because they may not be in your everyday, they may not be a part of your everyday routine, okay? So just have discernment when you are walking through your birthday season and people are trying to celebrate you. Just be discerning that there are some people that really just kind of want to get in because, again, you have that light, you have that glow about you at this time, and they want to siphon that energy. They want to get that 5 minutes of fame if you have been put up on that pedestal, you know. It's like they want some of that too. So just be very careful with who you allow into your space there. But love looks good. Love looks good. Love looks good. Some of you guys are surprised that you actually want to get married. Maybe you guys have had to heal certain ideals that you've had surrounding concepts of like partnership and marriage, maybe because you've never seen a healthy marriage or relationship growing up, like you don't have models for that. So it's surprising you that you are really walking into a space where you are very ready to propose to somebody that you are madly in love with. Now, if you don't have those models for success, I would suggest that you, even if your relationship has been going well and there really aren't that many hiccups that you've had in your partnership, that you still seek counsel from people that have been married. So with the Ten of Cups, people that, or with that Justice card, seeking like a marriage counselor, you know. I know that in the state of Georgia, I believe it's law that you have to go to marriage counseling before you get married, as well as before you decide to get a separation. So you, from either side of the spectrum, you guys may be looking into that, or you should, as a suggestion, look into that, just to make sure that you are fully equipped to handle the love, right? To handle the marriage, to handle a business. If it's a business partnership or something contractually that will make you very happy, and that has been inevitable, that has been on the way for you from all the hard work that you've been putting into it, all the love that you've been putting into it. I'm getting the image of somebody that cooks with love, and you know how they say like, oh, you put your foot in it. So when you put so much of yourself into it, it's inevitable that it generates some sort of return for you that is very emotionally fulfilling. But do, with that Justice card, read the contract through and through, and make sure that you have lawyers, right? I forget what they call that you have somebody on retainer. There you go. Just in case as your business grows, right? But yeah, make sure everything is written down. Don't verbally agree to anything with anybody with that Justice card. Don't move blindly off of faith and just go into like a business partnership because somebody says like, oh, they'll give you 50% of the business if it's not in written form. So make sure that you have contracts. Make sure that you guys have, what is that called? I'm hearing patents, but that's not the word. The word that I'm looking for is when you get married and you prenup. That there's a prenuptial agreement. Okay, you can be madly in love with somebody, but be smart and still have that prenuptial agreement that you guys, if you guys were to split, right, with that Martian energy, if things were to go sour or go south, that you can walk away with whatever it is that you came into the relationship with, and what's being split 50-50 is what you guys chose to do interdependently with one another. Right? If you guys are to grow a business with each other, that's what gets split. If you guys have children, then you're agreeing that even if you guys decide not to continue with the marriage, that you guys are splitting the weekends and you're splitting the holidays fairly. Okay? So what's coming through for my Capricorns? Knight of Coins. This is very solid energy here. This is a slow moving energy, though, the slowest moving court cards. So as far as this being a person that you're trying to have come into your life, either that you need guidance from, or that you're trying to seek security in, or that you have an interest in with this coins energy, know that they are not going to rush in and be like head over heels in love with you. This is not the type of person that falls for that type of okie doke, okay? There is no love at first sight with this person. They don't believe in that. They are very logical. They make sound, rational decisions based off of experience, based off of patterns. So know that you have to mean what you say with this person. This might be you. Somebody has to really prove to you that they mean what they are saying to you at this time, okay? Words don't hold much weight here, especially because this is a Knight of Coins, and Knights are the most immature of the court cards. Or no, Pages are, well, Pages and Knights are the most immature of the court cards. Here, there's a little bit of growth and there's a little bit of consistency, but not enough for you to really place all your bets or put all your eggs in that basket. So be very careful with this here. A lot of you guys are really going to be working on your attitude. Some of you guys, as you're maturing, going through like your pubescent period, puberty, growing into adulthood and just what comes with that and the responsibilities that come with that, the newfound knowledge that you have, that you learn about yourself, right? This can be about self-discovery and the way that your attitude is changing, your behaviors are changing. Some of you guys are really focusing more on that this month and working on that. Making sure that your mental health is in a good space, making sure that your physical body is where you want it to be. Your appearance might be mattering a little bit more to you guys here. But if you are a teenager, then you just understand that, again, change is inevitable and you're going to have to adapt to these newfound changes. Your voice might be changing. Your body, as far as like you growing breasts, I'm hearing budding. It might be changing. You're coming into a figure that you don't feel comfortable with, right? Because maybe people that are within your same age group don't necessarily look like you as far as your shape is concerned, and you don't want to be sexualized for it, but you still have to find comfort in it, So this is just working on like your self-esteem in the midst of all the changes here. But again, being respectful of yourself and understanding your value and what comes with that as you're growing and as you become more, as your beauty is enhanced here, boys and girls alike. That's what's coming through. Business though, I feel like you guys have something that you're really holding on to. That's a great idea, but there's still, behind the scenes, there's still some more that can be improved upon. Like your business plan isn't completed just yet, or you don't have all of the team members or team players that you need to start the business, to promote the business or market the business. Or if it's already up and running, then that's what you're looking into doing next. You need to market more. You need to figure out how you can become more marketable here with this energy and the Knight of Coins. So again, you're just seeking guidance. If you're making money here, right? Say you have two jobs. One is more creative with the Coins energy, and one is more practical, which also speaks to the Coins energy here. Because I feel like it's a 1 foot in, 1 foot out, because the body's shrewded, but the hands are like out into the light. So there's a little bit of exposure, but not a lot. Like you're not fully leaping into whatever you are involved in. So what you're doing then with the job that you have that is more practical and more safe by society's standards is you're trying to build up a budgetary plan, right? You're trying to build up your savings. And when you get a little bit of extra with your income, then you're able to start putting that into your business. Or that's what you're thinking to do, right? The wheels are turning for you to start to be able to do more of that as it grows, until you can cleave from the practical job and really do the thing that creatively or that is more so like your purpose. So that's what's coming through here if it's not a person. But typically it is, and it can be another earth sign, right? Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or somebody that just has heavy earth placement, somebody with like a Venus and earth sign, Capricorn, Leo, Taurus. Leo. Hey, you might be dealing with the Leo. They came through, okay? But Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus here. And maybe the way that they show love is by giving you gifts or giving you words of affirmation. They uplift you. They're more positive. If they're more frugal with their money and they're not the type to show you. I don't know how I was trying to get that out. It goes back to those love languages. Gift giving is not their love language. They might show love in other ways, right? There you go. So that's what's coming through for you Capricorns. Taurus. Ooh, Taurus. So like I said, it might be an earth sign and it can be a Taurus because Taurus has the moon, the Knight of Coins, and the Magician here. Look at that. Again, somebody that is coming in that can mean what they say. Tauruses are, for the most part, very stable individuals. When they figure out what they want to do with their lives, they stick to that, and they see it through, okay? But this is also with this moon energy here, if this is not a Cancer that is influencing them in the decisions that they make, maybe in regards to partnership with you, then this is them. At this point, the reason why they are more slow moving and why they're waiting for you to, Capricorn, if you're still watching, why they are waiting for you to mean what they say, to mean what you say, sorry, it's because, again, of past experiences and cycles that they have gone through. They don't want to repeat any cycles that they have come out of that may have been more turbulent here, because they were more emotion-based than they were practical. So this is just having a change as far as their behavior and attitudes in the way that they go about dating, and those experiences, and not wanting to fall head over heels first, or be too open or too vulnerable too fast without understanding what the intention is behind it. So that is something that they are definitely working on, or this is something that you are working on, or this is something that you guys work on together here. So just make sure that the intentions match. 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9. It's reduced. I'm just looking at the moon card. Right? X is 10, 5, 15, 16, 17, 18. 8 plus 1 is 9, which speaks to Sagittarius's house. So this is implementation, right? Application of knowledge here. So if this has nothing to do, Taurus, with another person that you are involved with, then this is you just applying the cycles, again here, that you have been through in life, into your now. Okay? You're taking the past without sulking on the past or harboring or holding any regret or bitterness from the past, but you're looking at it and understanding it and feeling through those emotions so that you can fully apply and integrate them into your present, so that you can manifest better situations for your future. You know what I'm saying? So you're being more practical than ever before. You're making sure that you are making sound decisions, that, again, you are looking at the intention and you are watching for the consistency that backs up the words, okay? You guys are very good judges of character in this week. This is for August 26th through September 1st. We'll take it through the 1st. So this week, you're going to be very good judges of character. You can sense somebody's motives, right? You can feel the motives. Maybe you guys have dreams about the people that are coming into your life before they actually present themselves. And so you can already gauge and read between the lines and know if somebody's up to no good. And instead of being tricked into the nonsense here, you can outwit them because you already know what it is. You have a dream of somebody and it's like very hot and heavy, right? If you have like a sexual dream, a wet dream about somebody, and then they like wind up calling you with this coins energy, sending you an email, sending you a text like, hey, I have been thinking about you. I just want to know what's up, how you've been doing, have you been good? But you know that that's not really what they care about, that they just really kind of want a piece of that ass. Then you know better because you already had that dream. So pay attention. Some of you guys are really learning dream interpretation, which is pretty cool. And if you don't know how to fully interpret the dreams, then you're seeking out that guidance from somebody that is equipped, somebody that has been doing it for a while, that is pretty well seasoned. That person can be coming in, or that can teach you a few more things, or teaching you about the symbolism, to pay attention for certain symbols, signs, and or synchronicities. And then you go from there, and you continue to build off of that and grow with that. So that may be a skill set that is coming in for you guys, or that you've already always had an awareness of, but didn't know what to do with. Kind of like a deja vu You have a lot of deja vu. And for some of you guys, that's a good thing because you're being shown products and or services, ways that you can fill the void that is a need for society here. And you are going to be able to make a lucrative business out of some of the things that you're seeing in your deja vu or in your dream states, right? And dream interpretations. With the Magician here, you can really manifest because you have all senses are at the ready for you. Okay, you have the divine inspiration, you have the action behind it with the Wands energy, you have infinite possibilities and ways to go about achieving these things that you're trying to get off of the ground. You have the wit and the intellect behind because of the research that you're doing, or the people that you are able to hire up under you should you have the resource for it. Again, piggybacking from Capricorn, making sure that if you already have a practical job, something that is bringing you a sense of stability or security, that you're doing something good with that money, that you're flipping it to create a better future for you, that you're being able to put something aside so that when it's time for you to bring this idea to the forefront, you will be ready. You know what I'm saying? So stay ready so you don't have to get ready type of thing. You're in the stages of, you're preparing, in the stages of preparation. Still can't formulate all of my sentences here, but I know you guys know what I'm getting at here. But your emotions are good, your intentions are pure with the Cups energy, and with the coins, again, you have the resources. So you have everything that you need to get things off the ground and to manifest and alchemize your life. We will have a new moon in Virgo that is coming up on the 30th. So that is something that will heavily benefit you this week if you take it seriously and start writing down what it is that you want to see with this new moon, what it is that you're trying to release with this new moon. And the moon, speaking of cycles and what you need to eclipse out while you're waiting for the things that are going to be brought in, what you're trying to work on behaviorally, what you're wanting to work on with your health and or your fitness and your appearance, the way that you look and your weight, right? Or your hairstyles or whatever you might want to change with that. But as well with your business and your finances and with your spirituality and how much more seriously you're trying to take that. So that is what's coming through, making sure that you are, well, not making sure, but it would be a good idea to take a spiritual bath and to have your affirmations at the ready on the 30th. And really spend some time with what it is that you want to see, and maybe plant it, bury it underneath the ground in your front yard, your backyard, whatever you do, whenever you get to a point of manifesting, whatever works for you. Because not everybody is into the occult, not everybody is into like hoodoo, voodoo, or anything like that. But if you're into sigils and don't even know it, like you draw pictures of things, things that you desire, and then they come to pass, then just do more of that on the 30th or the full moon, whatever works for you. If you just say it plain out in the ether and you release it, and then you find that things just generally find themselves gravitating back towards you, then just do that, whatever works for you. But make sure that you do that on the 30th, all right? Potent energies. You can really change the trajectory of your life and the way that it's going. And where you propel yourself forward with that. So that's what I have for you, earth signs, okay? If this reading did resonate, do give me a thumbs up. Share this with your friends and family. Subscribe for more. And if you want to book with me, you want to know more of how somebody's feeling about you, how you can elevate a relationship that you may be in and take it to the next level. If you want to really gauge what somebody's true intentions are with you, then book with me. My email is in the description box below. I will let you ask me at least 3 questions for the reading, and we'll go from there. If you don't happen to book with me though, and I don't hear from you in the comment section, then do just take care of yourself and your soul until you hear from me again. All right, ciao.